Hello, fellow students, and welcome to the Chat Mat podcast. I'm your co-host, Sunny.
And I'm your other co-host, Millie.
Are you a student somewhere? Because in today's episode, 2 exciting topics will be presented specifically for students our age. But if you're not a student, don't leave just yet, because 2 other topics will be discussed that may appeal to your interest.
These segments will include student voice, controversy, and finally, arts and culture. These will be presented by me and Sunny in an alternating fashion. Though that's not all, we will also have a surprise segment near the end and some guests throughout, so look out for that. Without further ado, thank you to our sponsors. Now let's get going.
Pause. Before we start, I'd like to state for the record that no part of this show was generated by AI, and that using AI for creative endeavours is an affront to art itself. Now we can begin.
New segment alert, new segment alert, alert. This is the sound that will play when there is a new segment. Every single time it's going to play very loudly.
Welcome to Student Voice. This segment will be all about the opinions and lives of students here at Strode College. This segment will include discussions between your hosts and interviewing some of the people here at the college to see their opinions. To start off, let's ask these questions to Millie, my co-host. All of these questions are what questions we are going to ask our future guests, but right now we're just going to be asking them to Millie. Starting the questions off, please state your name for the record.
Millie Goodman.
What is your favourite part about coming into college?
Well, I like seeing my friends at lunch and breaks because I barely see them anymore, so I love to catch up with them.
Yeah.
And I also love using cameras and testing everything out rather than writing stuff down. It's boring, but actually using the equipment. But yeah, I love doing that.
If you could change only one thing about the college, what would it be and why?
That's easy. The chairs.
Yep, that's
The chairs are the worst thing in the world. I hate them.
That is the correct answer.
You're correct.
on this, it's not a quiz, it's a survey.
Yeah.
You did get the correct answer. What is your favourite thing you have learned in college so far, this year or any year you've been here?
I mean, we haven't learned a lot yet. Obviously, we've been doing podcasts.
I think we learned a good amount. Like we did the bit where we were walking around with the microphones. We did the bit when we had to record with the sound. So we learned how the camera works.
Yeah, I liked learning about how to use the microphones and the cameras. So that was probably it. 'Cause we haven't done much yet that I could really say my opinion on.
If you could be any animal, what would you be? A
quite hard.
snake in the grass.
Honestly, a bird, because you can fly anywhere, and you can go anywhere you want. So
That is once again the correct answer. Yeah. Hey. What is your favourite musical artist, song, or band? Just one of the 3.
So my favorite band is Queen. Actually, I have 2: Queen and Depeche Mode.
What's the second one?
Depeche Mode.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Depeche Mode. Do you know my name? Just curious.
Of course, Sunny.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
What's your favourite food or drink to buy in the refectory?
basic, but apple juice. Don't really get anything else.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What is your favourite TV show or movie?
Can I give you both?
No.
I'll give you my movie. Titanic.
Never seen it. I was trying to figure out if I have.
Oh,
Never seen it. What is your favourite hobby?
favorite hobby.
Just literally anything you do for fun.
Probably. It's quite a weird one, but script writing. Yeah. I like writing stories and
Nice.
stuff. So yeah.
What could be improved upon about the food sold by the college?
To be honest, I haven't tried the food. I've not tried the food.
That's
So,
fair.
yeah. Right, that's enough from your host. Now, this is where we hand the mic over to you. A range of students from Strode College will be coming to talk about their thoughts and experiences of the college so far.
Please state your name for the record.
My name is Poppy Hicks.
April Loader.
Hazel.
Crystal Gordon. George Davies.
Jade.
What is your favourite part about coming to college?
My favourite part of college is the way that the lessons are delivered to the students. It's very interesting.
Food. Going to Greg's.
Fair enough.
Great answer.
Leaving.
Oh, that was negative. Oh.
I think it's Not only the work stuff I get to do in the course, but socializing with other people.
Definitely the coursework and the stuff we do.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah, I do. I genuinely look
okay.
forward to it.
The community, you know.
I don't have a favourite part.
If you could change only one thing about the college, what would it be and why?
I would probably change things like food prices and just like the like food that you can get, like better choices and stuff.
Move the Gregs closer, or
That's not about the college.
put a Gregs in the college.
Right.
I would change the way timetabling works, because our course could be condensed into 3 days.
Probably with the food buying system, they've got certain things you can't buy on the bursary card, which I would...
You can't buy chocolate for some.
Exactly. You can't buy pretzels either.
I change how long the breaks are because there's not really enough time to buy food.
Yeah.
Maybe like more diverse food options. I don't know.
Maybe
Like, maybe
more
they.
diverse students.
I don't know. I don't know the percentage of that.
What is your favourite thing you have learned in college so far, this year or any year you've been here?
So far it's been in my media class at the beginning of this year, where we've been doing the topic of advertisement, like we did Superhuman and the Tide advert. That was quite interesting.
I don't think I have a favourite thing.
Definitely how to like edit audio and video. Definitely.
So the stuff I learned in art and design, like cutting paper with the art knives and stuff, like the different ways you can paint and stuff, I think.
Favorite thing I've learned in college is probably how to use like Adobe editing software. I enjoy doing that.
Probably learnt a lot about Adobe Audition. That's fun to use.
The importance of making a solid friendship group within your first few weeks. But you've got to work out who's like nasty and who's not within the first week, otherwise you're trapped with the nasty person
Yeah, like April.
for age.
If you could be any animal, what would you be?
Oh, I think a cat, because like cats, unlike dogs, they're not like bound to their owners. Like they have more freedom, but they're also like more like looked upon.
Any animal. Probably like a well-off house cat. They get looked after pretty well.
Yeah, actually, a bird. I think it would be a bird. I can't think of one in specifics, but I do like the concept of just like being a bird and like just flying across the sky and stuff. Like I want to know what it feels like to do all that.
Bird is the correct answer.
I think either like a stoat. I'd want to be a stoat.
Otter.
I'd be a fox. I think they're cute.
What is your favourite musical artist, song or band?
Oh, I quite like a lot of like 80s, like Queen.
Foie gras.
This is really hard. Can I choose two?
I have two favourite musical artists, and that's Tyler the Creator and Janelle Monáe.
Hosier and Louis Tomlinson.
It's kind of obscure, but they're a ska band called Death of Guitar Pop.
Hole.
Do you know my name? Just curious.
Sunny.
Sunny, Italian last name.
I mean, I know Sunny.
No, I don't know your name.
Yeah, Sunny.
Yeah, Sunny.
What is your favourite food or drink to buy in the refectory?
I don't buy food in the refectory. I haven't like literally all year. I've not bought like one thing. Yeah. Usually I bring in a packed lunch from home because it's more like affordable for me.
Coke.
I normally get like the Galaxy Minstrel chocolates or Apple Tango.
I do like getting the apple juice bursts and the flapjacks are pretty good.
Favorite food or drink is probably a cheese toasty, or actually a mocha. I have that like constantly.
Well, drink, definitely double espresso because it's got more caffeine per coffee. So
Yeah, you really like to shake.
yeah.
What is your favourite TV show or movie?
Oh, I quite like the Titanic. That is like, I think, the longest movie I've ever seen and like the most like grasping to watch.
Can I have a few?
Sure.
Can I choose a few? Okay, first season of Good Omens. The second one's too sad, so it doesn't get on the list. The first few episodes of Our Flag Means Death.
The first few episodes is your favourite show.
There is a lot, and I cannot simply choose one.
Doctor Who, definitely.
Oh, I love like the first three seasons of What We Do in the Shadows.
Is there a show that you like all of the seasons of?
No.
Okay.
Not even on.
Shout out to the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I guess. I don't know. That's a good movie that I wish gets a sequel.
The 2023 one or the 1991 one?
The 2023 one. Ain't nobody talking about ain't nobody talking about the old one in this day and age.
I've got a couple. So either Scream, The Thing, or one you should probably check out, Wolf Creek.
I've rewatched Gilmore Girls like 10 times, but I hate Year in a Life and I dislike like the last few episodes.
Okay. Well, maybe just like what show have you rewatched the most times?
Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
House MD.
What is your favourite hobby?
I don't have any specific hobbies that I would like, say, curricular that would go out of my normal routine. But things I enjoy, like I would say listening to music, I guess like little projects on the side of my education. Well, that's kind of like what I have to do, but I'd say I enjoy it.
Taxidermy.
I like to sew and crochet.
Doll collecting.
I longboard, so I'd have to say that.
I mean, I like doing embroidery and like DIY clothes, but I'm also a massive horror fan, so probably watching horror movies.
That's a hobby.
I mean
I'll accept
kinda, right?
I'll accept that.
What could be improved about the food sold by the college?
Less grease. It's really greasy.
Less queues. You have to wait forever in a queue, so then you just don't end up buying it.
Like a few things. I'd say probably the price and also like what's available, but I've kind of already said that before. But yeah, I feel like it needs to be available to more people.
Maybe put a bit more seasoning in some of them.
Honestly, sometimes the sandwiches are like soggy. Like a little. It's kind of gross.
Bigger variety of food. They don't sell Monster Energy, so that's
probably good.
Yeah, probably. But
You could cut this out, but they need black people in the kitchen.
Final question. Have you ever committed murder?
No. Why would you think that?
No comment.
No, I haven't. I promise I haven't ever done that.
I didn't think you were going to ask that. You didn't. I wasn't allowed to see the questions before this. My lawyers have told me not to respond to this kind of thing.
not as far as you're concerned.
I mean, like, realistically, I'm not going to say where it's recorded, but, like, off the record, which actually means that the police, they can't use it as evidence. So many people. So many people.
Thank you all for participating in this survey. That was all very interesting, hearing the voices of the student population. But that's all for the student voice segment of the show, so let's move on to the next one.
Our next segment is controversy. What's been going on in the world recently? We'll tell you all about it, but before that, we're going to take a quick ad break. See you in a minute.
This episode of the ChatMat podcast was sponsored by Lagoon Spoons. Have you had enough of having to eat all your liquid food by scooping it up with your hands, getting burns from soup? Well, Lagoon Spoons are the alternative. With their patented semi-oval technology, you can use their spoons to scoop just a little bit of food and eat it slowly instead of sticking your hands in there raw. Use our code ChatMat Numino Ultramicroscopic Silicovolcanoconiosis 15 at checkout to get 15% off orders over £350. Thanks to Lagoon Spoons for sponsoring this episode. Let's get back to the show.
New segment alert, new segment alert, alert. This is the sound that will play when there is a new segment. Every single time it's going to play very loudly.
In our modern world, there will always be disagreements, spats, arguments, but sometimes these can go beyond just two people or a group. Some issues can become widely discussed on places like the internet or tabloid media, and at that point the issue can become a full-blown controversy. Today we will begin to discuss and make light of some of the big controversies that have happened over the past few weeks. One of the biggest controversies happening right now is with famous YouTuber MrBeast. Jimmy Donaldson, known by his YouTube alias MrBeast, is currently rife with contention after many different problems coming to light. Firstly, a few months ago, Jimmy's longtime friend Ava Chris Tyson was caught up in a complicated controversy of her own, which ended in Ava's mutually decided departure from MrBeast's production company. This was soon followed by another controversy claiming dangerous working conditions for workers on the MrBeast sets from current and former employees of Beast, including people such as Jake Weddle. And again, very soon after both of these, MrBeast, alongside KSI and Logan Paul, who have each had their fair share of controversies over the years, announced the release of their Lunchables competitor Lunchly. Soon afterwards, the trio were called out by people like Dan TDM and Rosanna Pansino for peddling low-quality, unhealthy food to their primarily young fan bases, and publicly shaming them online. These accusations have sparked many responses from the trio, notably from MrBeast, who has responded to this situation but has yet to respond to or acknowledge his other controversy concerning the unsafe working conditions. Now it's time to discuss. So, first question I want to ask is, KSI, Logan Paul, MrBeast, and Dan TDM, what are your opinions on them? Did you watch them in the past at all? Because I know Dan TDM was a childhood YouTuber of mine.
Yeah, so to be honest, I haven't watched Dan TDM at all. I've never watched Dan TDM.
Never watched them?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
Which is weird because I know lots of people used to.
Yeah. Did you watch any Minecraft YouTubers like Stampy or popular MMOs?
No, I don't know. I played Minecraft, but
yeah.
I never watched Minecraft on YouTube. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, what, the other three?
I've watched MrBeast.
Yeah. Obviously,
and
who hasn't?
Yeah, and KSI in Sidemen.
Were you ever a fan of Logan Paul?
No.
He was very popular for a while doing his vlogs.
No, I never.
Yeah, that brings up his past. That was a terrible transition. Another thing is that Logan Paul's also has had many controversies in the past, including. Did you ever hear about the Logan Paul suicide forest?
I haven't.
You hadn't heard about that? So back in, I think it was about 2018, this is what caused his big apology video that was going very viral. Essentially, he went on a trip to Japan, and at one point in the trip, he was doing daily vlogs at this point, he decided to go into the infamous Japanese suicide forest with his cameraman and decided to do some filming there. When doing that, they discovered a dead body hanging via noose from a tree.
Oh my god.
And they filmed it.
Oh.
Logan was wearing a very stupid hat and had a pretty comical reaction to it. They then edited and published this video, including the dead body, censored but still still they put the dead body on there just to censor it. Which obviously then sparked a lot of backlash for essentially making fun of this now dead man.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I mean,
Logan Paul then put out an infamous apology video, which you may have just seen the thumbnail of, just lurking around the internet of him crying, and where it's the one where he goes, "I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment."
Wow, that sounds so.
Yeah, that's the first
so
line.
Convincing.
That's
yeah.
the first line. He then left YouTube for a few months, came back, said he was better, and now he is triple the amount of rich he was then. And he's a boxer, and his brother Jake Paul is also a truly awful person, is also a boxer. Logan Paul's too successful for literally filming a dead guy and putting it on YouTube.
I think, yeah.
Because that was the whole thing. He was like, "Oh yeah, it was a mistake." But was it a mistake to film it and then send it to your editors and have them edit it and then finish the video and then you approve the video and then upload it to YouTube?
Exactly,
was that a mistake?
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah, not really.
It's not really good.
MrBeast's unsafe working conditions. I think that as one of the richest YouTubers in the world, he should probably have higher standards. What do you think?
Oh, I agree. Because he gives money away to like loads of people, but you can't afford safe working conditions. Like,
Yeah, it's like Amazon. Like, they can't afford to let their employees go for bathroom breaks when Jeff Bezos is literally making like $100 million. I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos makes $100 million every 20 minutes.
that's mad.
Yeah,
Wow.
that doesn't sound right.
I mean, worth a guess, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, he really should have higher like, it's crazy he has this much money and is still skimping out on like paying people. He's underpaying people.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you become rich, though. You can't like do it unless you can't become rich and stay rich unless you're underpaying and exploiting workers. That's why billionaires shouldn't exist. The only way to make $1 billion is to exploit the work and underpay workers.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's too anti-capitalist. Lunchly is just so Lunchly is just a copy of Lunchables.
Yeah.
But the main thing about Lunchly, like what they've been advertising about, is they've been saying it has less calories and more electrolytes, which is salt. Electrolytes are salt, and that's just in the prime because it comes with prime, of course.
Yeah.
But less calories. If I had kids, I don't think I would buy the one that advertises having less food in it.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on these people now? KSI, Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, and Dan TDM.
Well, I don't really. So obviously, I watch Sidemen.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but sometimes. KSI, I mean, he's alright. I don't mind him, but you know, it's what it is.
Yeah, he's really. The thing about Dan TDM responding, Dan TDM basically quote tweeted KSI's tweet about Lunchly, saying what happened to YouTubers, basically talking about them like monetizing everything.
Yeah.
And KSI, the only thing, so KSI, since that one tweet, has posted, I believe, if I'm not incorrect, 15 different response tweets to Dan TDM.
Wow.
And since that tweet, Dan TDM has posted one tweet, which is 4 pictures of him hanging out with his family, saying "enjoying the time with my family," and that's it. KSI is losing badly in this fight. Yeah. Another controversy that also just happened from a quote tweet was Tommy in it. You know Tommy in it?
I have heard of him.
Minecraft YouTuber. He took a picture of one of Logan Paul's videos where he was talking about the Gaza conflict, the Palestinian genocide, and it was a picture of a chapter of the video, on YouTube, the chapters, where it's like the name. Yeah. So the chapter was Gaza conflict, and inside that chapter was an ad for Prime, because he put his ad read directly after talking about the conflict in Gaza.
That's mad.
Tommy in it then posted a screenshot of that with "Right, I'm done." At which point Logan Paul started responding with basically year-old tweets of Tommy in it like being really nice and like a big fan of Logan and texting him, and Logan basically blowing him off over text.
Yeah.
And that has just caused more backlash, because he's just like, you're not proving anything. You're just proving that. Yeah. I saw one comment which was proving that this young guy used to like you a year ago and now doesn't is not as big of a flex as you think it is.
Just proves that you're not a good person anymore.
Yeah. Logan Paul was never a good person.
He was never a good person.
Anyway, that's all for this controversy. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
We might have a little more time for this segment, so let's talk about another controversy that has happened recently. This one is about Chappell Roan. If you don't know who that is, I'll enlighten you. Chappell Roan is an increasingly popular artist who specialises in making sort of electronic pop music in that kind of genre. She began making music in 2015, but started becoming exponentially more popular with the release of her first album, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, in 2023, and her single, Good Luck Babe, in 2024. The controversy in question stems from Roan's deeply held convictions. She is unapologetically pro-trans, pro-Palestine, and openly lesbian, to the point where when she was invited to perform at the White House for a Pride event this year, she declined due to the US government's consistent involvement in the Palestinian genocide. This has all led up to the controversy which concerns the presidential election. When asked, Chappell has repeatedly declined to publicly endorse a presidential candidate due to her issues with both sides' actions concerning the aforementioned genocide, but also in the areas of the rights of trans people and other important issues. This sparked much backlash and was even misconstrued by some to mean that she was a supporter of Donald Trump. After a lot of harassment from so-called fans, Roan posted a video on her TikTok talking about parasocial relationships and eventually needing to state that she was planning on voting for Kamala Harris but would still not be publicly endorsing her. Millie,
Yes.
What do you know about Chapel Roan before I've told you about this?
Well, I'm pretty sure she sings "Hot to Go," right?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, Hot to Go, Femininomenon.
Yeah.
Pink Pony Club are some of her big ones going on, and
Yeah.
Good Luck Babe, which was her single. All about like repressed homosexuality. It's like about people not accepting themselves as being gay,
Yeah.
essentially. Would you say you've listened to a lot of her music or like heard a lot of it?
I mean, it's
I've-
okay. I mean, I hear it most on the radio.
Yeah.
It's on like every single day.
Yeah.
But I don't really listen to it out of like.
Yeah, I've got a lot of her songs on my playlist. What do you think about her? About like, so obviously, we don't want Donald Trump to win. Obviously,
No.
not again.
He's had enough.
Kamala
time.
Harris is by far one of the best candidates that the US has had in the past like many years. She is still not great though. Like she still is like in huge support of Israel. The whole Democrat Party has still not got a great plan as it comes to trans people. So do you think it's fair for her to not want to like publicly endorse Kamala based on that?
Well, I mean, I don't really know. I don't really have like a strong opinion about her, because I don't know her like really well.
Yeah.
So I can't really have like a full opinion on her. But
do you think it's fair, like based on the like that like not because like what happened was Taylor Swift publicly endorsed Kamala Harris, and then people were expecting Chapel Roan to, but she didn't due to the reasons I mentioned. I guess the question is like, do you think? I don't know. That's too deep. I did write maybe too deep in there. But yeah, I guess that's. What else can we say about it? I think that she was in the right about it. The entire U.S. government is literally sending billions of dollars. Did you know that there's a huge hurricane happening over the U.S. right now?
yes,
And people are literally being abandoned and left to die
Yeah.
while they're still sending many billions of dollars to Israel
Yes.
every day.
I have heard about that.
Yeah,
It's not good.
they're not doing great.
No.
Because like Kamala Harris is still already the vice president, so like she's promising these things about like Joe Biden is like constantly being like, oh, we gotta stop giving money to Israel. But it's like, you are the president.
Yeah.
It's not like you're campaigning. Like Kamala Harris, if she was like, oh, if I become president, I'll stop this thing. It's like, you are the vice president right now.
Yeah.
Like if you can't do it now, if you're the second most powerful person in the entire United States and you can't do anything about it, then what are you going to do as president?
Exactly.
Well, that's all we have time for in this segment. Hopefully you learned something about what's going on in the world. Let's go to the next segment, which will be Arts and Culture, presented by Millie.
New segment alert, new segment alert, alert. This is the sound that will play when there is a new segment. Every single time it's going to play very loudly.
Time to step into the magical world of Disney now. But is Disney so magical anymore? Millie will be discussing the big question: how have Disney movies changed over the years, and if they have changed for better or for worse?
Movies have changed dramatically over the years, mainly because technology has developed lots over time. But is this such a good thing? Many film lovers are currently complaining about Disney movies and how modern technology has damaged the magic of these movies. Some people have even stated that Disney movies kind of suck now, because almost all original Disney movies such as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Little Mermaid, etc. are just being remade instead of making brand new films. So, is better technology such a good thing? The old animated movies were fresh and fun. They inspired the imagination with their friendly colours and skillfully drawn animations. However, due to the massive change of technology, Disney movies have gone from animation to 3D and even played by real people, as editing has gone to a whole new level. Even topics featured in Disney films have changed from bravery to mental health and identity. For example, Inside Out 2. Have you seen Inside Out 2, Sonny?
I have not yet.
Oh, I have, and this statement is 100% true, because we see the main character Riley have panic attacks, which was never seen before in Disney movies. However, some people say topics like these in Disney movies are actually a good thing, as they teach young children about mental health and identity. Personally, I disagree with this, as I believe children are too young to even understand these topics, as the old fairy tale movies were simple to understand. Maybe Disney movies are targeted towards more teenagers and adults now.
Do you watch Disney movies?
Yeah, I used to, mainly as a kid, but I don't watch them anymore. They're just not kind of my film. And as I've been saying, the magic's not the same. I don't like the new ones with real people. Yeah, it's not right for a Disney film, you know. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
What were your favourites?
Oh, my favourites. Well, it had to be Frozen and The Fox and Hound.
Good story of friendship.
Yes.
And then Frozen as well.
They're just so good stories.
I like Frozen. I've seen Tangled 150,000 times.
Really?
My friend, because my childhood neighbours, because my mum and our parents were friends, we just had no door between our gardens, so we would just, and literally I would go into their house. They would be, when I was homeschooled, because I was homeschooled and they weren't, when they were at school, sometimes I would just go into their house and just hang out.
Fair enough.
Because everyone was gone, and because I was homeschooled, I had nothing else to do.
Fair enough.
But every time we watched a movie, almost every time Kiki, who was my friend, she would suggest Tangled, and I've also seen the Super Mario Brothers movie a lot as well, the 1990s one.
Oh yeah.
I've seen Tangled too many times. It's still a good movie though. Frozen was fine.
It was fine.
It's fine. People like it too much. I also had that on DVD, and anytime kids would come over to my house, we'd have to watch it. And it's fine. It's a fine movie. It's not that
I just like the music.
Yeah, it's an alright movie.
Yeah.
It's a completely reasonable movie. What makes you prefer the old Disney movies more than new ones, other than what you just said?
That's hard.
You wrote it.
I did, to be fair. They just felt so magical. So the first newish movie I watched was the Beauty and the Beast in 2017. I mean, it was okay, but it's just nowhere as good as the old ones, and it just put me off straight away. And yeah, I just went straight back to the old ones, and then obviously I just stopped watching them.
And the Beast was way more hot in the original. Pretend the old movies don't exist. Would you still dislike the new ones?
That's a tough one, because I mean, it depends what age you are. As a kid, I mean, I guess you wouldn't tell because you don't know what the old ones are. But as a teenager, I wouldn't watch them anyway because it's not my kind of thing. So, is there anything else?
What did you mean you think the new ones should be aimed at teenagers and adults? I feel like they're continuing to be aimed at children because they're aimed at the new children, not because that's kind of like what they did with Toy Story.
Yeah.
With Pixar's very good. Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2 came out in the 90s, and then I saw his name's Drew Good, and he's a YouTuber. He talked about how he watched Toy Story when he was a kid, and then when he was leaving for college, when he was 17 and he was leaving for college, Toy Story 3 came out at that exact time, and it was about leaving for college and moving on from your childhood.
Oh, okay.
And so that was the perfect timing to get the teen to have the kids who watched the old movies become teenagers who now watch the new movies. I think
that's actually really good.
Yeah, but I think for Disney, I think it's good that they keep pandering to just the kids, because as kids, there's more kids coming. Though I do think the newer films, that if you showed a kid right now the old films or the new films, they would like the old films more.
Yeah.
So they're still pandering for kids, but they're not doing it as good as they used to somehow.
Yeah.
When I watched Toy Story 4 in cinemas, and I was fully expecting cash grab based on old franchise, because obviously, and then it was good. It was really good, and it didn't feel like a fucking cash grab. It wasn't 100% necessary, but it didn't feel unnecessary.
Yeah. I think they just want to carry on with it.
But they are making a Toy Story 5, and that's
Are
unnecessary.
they?
Yeah. Toy Story 3 was a good ending. Toy Story 4 was a good addition. Toy Story 5 is unnecessary.
It's just going on too much.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, we sent out a short question to the public on Facebook asking, what's your opinions on the new Disney movies? Are they better than the old ones or worse? We picked out 4 of the best responses, so let's see what they have to say.
Tina says, "The new movies are worse. They need to stop remaking the classics as it's just ruining them. Though, a positive is the animation is better." Kirsty says, "New Disney movies are good because the animation is much better. And some studios are really good for children. But some old Disney films shouldn't be redone, as you can't beat a classic." Stuart says, "Older ones are much better. The new ones have got better animations, but the new ones are trying to change characters, gender, etc. Old ones all the way." Now, I'd like to say I disagree with Stuart on the very sexist thing he just said for some reason. They're making all the characters black! Little Mermaid is black now! And I'm racist. My name is Stuart, and I'm saying that I'm racist. Finally, Poppy says, "I much prefer the animation style of the older 1900 Disney. The old 2D style. The new 2010s ones onward just feel like too AI-like and doesn't capture the same emotions as the old ones." Well, I'd like to say that I don't agree with a lot of those. Like, well, I think a lot of the 2010s feel like Tangled, Frozen. Those are all very good.
Yeah,
Frozen 2 people really liked. I didn't really like it that much, and I think a lot of them were good. I think they're like kind of losing their touch now with like things like huge failures like Wish.
Yeah.
But I think that they're still making a lot of good. Most of the good's coming out of Pixar, but still.
Yeah, I agree. I think the 2010 ones are amazing.
Yeah, Tangled.
Yeah.
Very good movie.
Some great opinions there. Well, most of them. It's time for a break now, but we will be back soon when we finally announce our special segment. See you in a minute.
This episode of the ChatMat podcast is sponsored by Tungsten. Are you tired of everything you own being so light? Consider investing in tungsten. It's an extremely dense metal that you can use to weigh down anything you need. Clothes, bags, pets, children, anything and everything you want to keep on the ground, because you don't trust the myth of gravity. Buy tungsten today at your local anti-government elements dealer or Poundland. Get 4 inches of tungsten for only $24.99.99. That's 1p off the original price. Thank you to Tungsten for sponsoring this episode.
New segment alert, new segment alert, alert. This is the sound that will play when there is a new segment. Every single time it's going to play very loudly.
Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to announce our very special guest from Stroud College, Level 2 Beauty Therapy. Time to welcome Charlie Bishop, everybody.
Thank you for coming, Charlie. Now, how well do you think you know Millie?
I'd say fairly well.
That's good.
Because she does talk about her interests a lot, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
talks about herself a lot. She's really self-centered.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, yeah. I do the same.
Well, that's good, because we're about to test your knowledge with a small quiz.
Now, the game is simple. We will ask you around 9 questions, and all you need to do is answer them. It's as simple as that.
Now, listen carefully, because if you hear... that means you've got the answer correctly. However, if you hear... you've got the answer wrong, which hopefully won't happen if you're a good friend.
Shall we begin?
Okay.
What is my favourite TV show or film?
Waterloo Road.
What about film?
Mean Girls? I don't know that one.
Your first answer for TV show was...
Yep, that one's right.
However,
I feel like the
the
next one's
second
wrong.
one
I knew it.
was wrong.
I don't know that. That's what I could think of. I don't know what your favourite.
My favourite film
Film.
is Titanic.
Oh, I knew that one as well.
Who is my favourite music artist or band?
Well, I feel like your favourite band, if I had to guess, would be Queen. And your favourite artist, Michael Jackson, if I have to say. That's a guess.
You're correct.
Yes.
And for a bonus point, what is my favourite song? Not from the band or the artist, but in general.
In general.
My favourite song of all time.
I don't know.
Do you want to take a guess?
I have no idea. I don't think I've heard you talk about that one much.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
So my favourite song
You
is
left that
Strange
one.
Love by Depeche Mode. Charlie, I'm very disappointed.
Well, you didn't talk about that one much. How was I supposed to know?
True.
That one?
I mean, yeah, good point. Okay, next one. Linking to that question, what is my favourite music decade? This should be easy.
80s. I know that one. That's so easy.
Correct. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
I think you're gonna get this.
Oh.
But can I just say,
Yeah.
my answer is very weird.
Oh.
Not a lot of people don't have this.
Oh.
What is my biggest fear/phobia?
I don't know what the name of it is, but I know it's fear of heights. Like looking up.
Acrophobia.
Yeah.
It
That one.
is. Wait. No. No.
I knew it. I knew it. 'Cause
It's right.
he was so scared about going to that christening.
I have a massive fear of looking up, and it is terrible. And not many people have it. It's very rare, but
I feel like fear of heights is the most common fear in the world.
yeah.
I have arachnophobia.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
And the phobia of blood, whatever that's called. But
Hemophobia, I think.
yeah,
How
I
do you
think
know
so.
this?
I don't know. And I also, I
Right.
don't think this is an actual phobia, but for some reason, like, say when you're on like teacups or something or the waltzers, I can't. I hate spinning like
That's
that.
definitely a thing. I'm good.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is
And
fair.
say like when a boat's turning like a ferry or something, I can't do it.
Oh really?
Or when a car's spinning, like when you're inside a car, I can't do it.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
that's a phobia of mine.
I mean, we all have like
Ilingophobia.
strange phobias.
Ilingophobia.
Is it? And when I tried to Google it, it didn't give me anything.
I just looked at fear of spinning. Do you know what anatidiphobia is?
No.
It's the irrational fear that somewhere a duck or goose is following you.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you know what the fear of long words is?
Yeah, it's hippopotamus.
It's hippopotamonstrous
Yeah.
phobia.
I knew it started with hippopotamus.
Yeah.
The next question is, what is my biggest collection in my room?
I don't know. It's all 80s themed. It's literally.
Charlie, you should know this because I make TikToks every single day about my room. What do you see the most?
Oh my
He's
god.
going on
You
TikTok.
can't cheat.
You can't cheat.
Cheating, disqualified.
Give me your phone.
Disqualified.
Give me your phone. Anyway, Charlie, you cannot cheat in this room. If you cheat, you will be disqualified.
If you don't know the answer off the top of your head, just guess,
Just
and then
guess.
I'll tell you you're wrong.
I mean, you said 80s.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer now or lose.
Your answer was wrong. The answer was I have a Queen collection. I have badges. I have pops,
Which queen?
posters.
Band.
Oh, okay.
Queen of band.
I thought it was one of the queens.
Next question. You should get this straight away. If you don't, I'll be very mad.
Oh.
What's my middle name?
Grace.
Correct. That was easy.
Either one.
I don't like being called Grace as my main name, but Midi Grace is cute. You're doing great so far. The last question, guys. What's my favourite game?
The one you talk about the most is GTA.
Which one?
I don't
Which
know.
GTA?
I don't know. I don't know. I
Say the
literally don't know any
Try
GTA. I
Guess
just
the
know
num-
GTA.
Guess the number.
I don't know.
You've never heard of the big number
No.
GTA.
Do you actually know what the latest GTA is?
No.
Oh my god.
Girl, I don't even play Fortnite. All right.
Guess a
I literally-
number.
3.
No. Well, it might be. Is it GTA 3 for the PlayStation 2?
I don't know.
You get two
It's
more.
not-
How about 2 more guesses?
I'm gonna go with my lucky number which is 5. Don't ask me why the fuck it's 5.
GTA 5 is the answer?
I don't know.
That answer is
Oh.
correct.
Oh,
Correct.
I actually got that right.
It is GTA 5. Yeah.
So
Grand
what you've
Theft
got?
Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
I just know, always talking about, or I see it on your TikToks, you're talking about GTA and updates and stuff.
I love GTA.
I don't know anything about it.
It's amazing.
Shoot gun, kill people,
Yeah.
kill cop, shoot gun.
Anyways, how many did you get
Was
right?
that the last question? I don't know.
Because I kind of
Your
want to.
final score is.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that.
Insert final score here. Well, assuming. Well, you did keep saying. Oh, that was 2 questions. Wait. Wait, let me count. So
You didn't get my collection. So how many is that?
8 out of 9.
8 out of
No.
9?
Well, it's because you said in one question you said TV show and film, and she answered both of those, so I gave her 2 points.
So how many questions is that?
So there's 9 questions total, but this one had 2 questions in it. This one also had 2 questions in it. This one had 3 questions in it.
I know what she got now.
Yeah.
Charlie, how well did you think you done today?
Pretty.
You can't swear. You can't
Sorry.
swear.
Didn't do very well.
You did okay.
50-50.
Do you want to know your score?
Go on then.
Your score is... I forgot. Wait. Your score is 8 out of 11.
11.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway,
Did she get a point for the 3 wishes then? Because she got one of them.
She got one. Else.
Did she get a point? You got 8 and 1/3 points. Congratulations!
Anyway.
Fair enough.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Charlie, don't worry, I'm still your friend. I forgive you for getting the answers wrong. I don't care. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on today. We really appreciate it. And
It's alright.
we hope you enjoyed it.
I did actually.
Because
It
I
was
think
fun.
our viewers enjoyed it too. I mean, it was quite a conversation.
I might have to come back and do this
We're going to
again.
cut so much of it.
We're going to cut so much of it. Anyway, thanks so much, Charlie. Have a great day.
Bye.
That's all for this episode of the ChatMat podcast. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to rate us 5 stars on wherever you listen to your podcasts.
We want to say a massive thank you to our sponsors for making this episode possible. And a special thank you to all the students, including Charlie, who helped us with our interview and quiz show. And thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye!